everybody. I'm coming to you from my kitchen again today with a very easy, flavorful recipe. This is an anytime recipe, but it made me think of Christmas because I think at this time of year we're all trying to watch what we eat and be a little more healthy. We know we have a lot of feasting to do, so on the off days we may want to eat a little bit better. And I don't know about you, but when I'm trying to watch what I eat, I don't want to be reminded that I'm trying to watch what I eat. I still want something that is full of flavor, that's satisfying, that's comforting, that makes me feel good. So today I have an answer for that. This is a vegetarian taco salad. It's a great option for those of you who don't eat meat for whatever reason. And it's a great answer for the rest of us because it's just a little bit lighter and a little bit healthier. And if you're like me, you won't miss the meat. It has chickpeas in place of the meat. I suppose you could use any bean. I prefer the chickpeas. I find that to be very filling. So let's start. First of all, we'll just have my little skillet over here. And I'm going to put in a little bit of olive oil, and I'm going to turn that on to medium heat. And then the next thing I have here is 2 cans of garbanzo beans, chickpeas, whatever you want to call them. And these I have just drained and rinsed. Okay, and they go right into the pan. Don't need to wait for it to get hot. The next thing I put in is a little bit of onion because I put onion in everything. Why not? I have dried onion today. You could definitely use fresh. It's whatever you have. This is what I have. There's no real science to this. It's just put some in. If you don't have enough, put some more in. So I'm going to do, keep in mind this is dried, so I'm not going to put in as much because it'll rehydrate. I'm probably putting in, a good tablespoon of the dried onion, maybe a little bit more. Okay. The next thing is a packet of taco seasoning. If you make your own, I would say probably 2 to 3 tablespoons of homemade taco seasoning. I know a lot of people do that so they can watch what they put in the seasoning. I'm too lazy. I buy these packets from the store. So just find your favorite. Low sodium, hot, mild, doesn't really matter. It's up to you. Okay, and then the whole packet goes in. And some water. I think this calls for 3/4 of a cup. I'm just gonna eyeball it. If I get too much, it's just gonna cook off. It's not gonna hurt anything, okay? And if I don't have enough, I add a little bit more. This is kind of the way I cook. I eyeball a lot of things. All right, my handy little spoon here. Mix all this up. And just let that come to a simmer. Just mix all that seasoning up really well. Turn my heat up a little bit so it bubbles quickly. And we move on. That's okay for now. Okay, now the salad part, while that's cooking. Of course, you're going to want your salad mix. That's up to you. If you like the spring mix, you can sure use that. If you like just regular iceberg, that's fine too. Today, I have no salad. Today, I have wonderful salad out of a bag. Look, this is what they had on sale at the grocery store, and this is what we have. This is just your generic iceberg lettuce, red cabbage, and carrot mix. Nothing fancy here. Like I said, it's up to you. Put in whatever greens mix you would like. Oops. Okay. And I like a lot of salad. Okay. That cabbage in there too. And then I have some nice little cherry tomatoes. Of course, if it was summertime, I would have fresh tomatoes from my garden, but alas, it is December. You see that? Let me move my camera a little. There we go. So these cherry tomatoes, I'm an amateur, can you tell? Okay, well maybe you can't see that, but the cherry tomatoes I'm just slicing in half. You can leave them whole. It's up to you. I like them sliced in half because the juice comes out. Okay, here's my nice cherry tomatoes. Just going to pile them on one side. All right, stir my chickpeas. All right, the next thing I'm going to put in is an avocado. I know that avocados can kind of be difficult to pick a good one. What I found is that you want one that doesn't look dried out, and you'll know when you find one that's dried out. The skin looks dried out. These are still nice and shiny, and they give when you press on them gently. They're not mushy, but they're not rock hard. It's kind of like finding a peach, okay? All right. So the easy way around an avocado is to hold him like this and cut him in half thusly. Okay, just roll your knife around there. All right. So now you should have 2 halves. Oh, my chickpeas are talking to me. Stir, stir, stir. Okay, so now we have 2 halves and go like this. Just rotate. See how they come apart? Now you should have 1 half with a pit, 1 half without. So take your dish towel, fold it up in your hand like this. Grasp the avocado and take your chef's knife and whack the pit. Do it gently, okay? You're not trying to take off your hand, you just want it to go in there just a bit. Okay, so now he's stuck. And you do this with the dish towel to protect your hand just in case. All right, now you twist gently. He comes right out. Pinch from this side of the blade, see? Comes right off, no problem. There's your pit. If you have children, do the sweet potato trick, you know, where you put it in a glass of water and it sprouts. You can do that with this. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so then, I don't want that knife. I want my little knife. To get an avocado out of his skin, this is what I do. You can either scoop him out first or you can slice him and then scoop him. And I'll show you both ways. The first way is just score gently down through the fruit. Okay, I'm barely pushing on this at all, just enough to get it through the fruit. Okay, turn 45 degrees and you're going to do the same thing. Okay, so you should have an avocado that has score lines in him. Okay, and then I need a spoon. So my spoon, you're just going to slip right in there and scoop out all that beautiful green flesh. Okay, there you go. Now you can put that on the side of your salad. Okay, the other way to get your avocado out of his skin is to skip the scoring and just scoop. Okay, if you're not comfortable using a knife like that, this is totally fine. Just take your spoon. This is just a, tablespoon. Slip him in there. I'm sorry my light is not so good today. It's just the angle of the sun coming in from this window. Just scoop him out. There you go. And then you can sure put him on the cutting board there and cut him up. Okay. Oh, my chickpeas are talking to me. They smell wonderful. Okay, just kind of keep an eye on that. Keep them stirred. All right, the next thing that I'm going to add is queso fresco. You can skip the cheese. You can add whatever cheese you want. Remember, I said this was vegetarian, not vegan. There's a difference. It does have animal products. If you are a vegan, they tell me that there are some really nice vegan cheeses out there. So you could certainly use that. This is queso fresco. You can find this in the dairy case over by the crema and things. It's close to the cheese. Okay, it's a Mexican cheese, and it crumbles really, really nicely. Okay, so just a nice crumble. Kind of reminds me of feta. I suppose if you have that, you could use that as well. There's our pretty salad. See? So far so good. Just crumble him on there. Okay, and I kind of like to arrange it like this. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I like to arrange my salad like this. I just think it's really, really attractive that way. Okay, so there is my queso fresco. The next thing, of course, is tortilla chips. You can crush these up. You can put them on the side. I will generally put them on the side because I kind of like to dip my salad. So, my plate on the side. I know the camera angle is bad right now. I'm sorry. I will fix that in a minute. Things are just not standing up for me today. There. Is everybody with us today? There. Now you can see my pretty salad. Very nice. Got chips on the side. Okay. So here are our chickpeas. They have cooked for just a minute. Oh, about 10 minutes at this point. Okay, they're almost ready. I want to talk to you before that's ready. I want to talk to you about a few more toppings. Of course, if you want to go vegan, skip the sour cream. If you're okay with that, you can definitely put it on there. I don't have any today, but I do have some nice fresh homemade salsa. So I'm going to put that on there. Just a nice chunky salsa all over the top. You could definitely serve this with a lime wedge or something like that. If you have some radishes, you could slice those nice and thin and put those on there. Those would add a nice crunch. Olives would be good here. I also don't have olives today. It's very sad. But those would be very good on here as well. So pretty much anything that you put on a taco salad, you're going to put on there. All right. Okay, I think our chickpeas are done. All right, so here are our lovely chickpeas. See that? Don't those look good? Nice color. Tell you what, it's making me hungry. Okay, I'm going to put 2 nice big spoonfuls of chickpeas right on top. Look here, guys. Doesn't this look wonderful? Looks like it came out of a restaurant kitchen, doesn't it? There we go. Now we got a little better angle. Okay, so that's it. I'm so sorry about the horrible camera angle today. Things are just not standing up straight. But there's your vegetarian taco salad. Always a good option if you're looking for something a little lighter, but definitely a good option at Christmas time when we're all trying to watch our weight and watch what we eat. and don't want to be reminded that you're really on a diet. Okay, guys, hope you enjoy that. It's a good meal for any time of the year, but definitely for Christmas. Happy cooking. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.